Here's a Bentley, some kind there. Oh, sorry. Just trying to get this thing to get going. What the heck is this? Just says S3. Okay, this is as good as clue as I'm going to get, isn't it? There's a Rolls Royce that looks. There's a Rolls Royce here. Right, mind the ground. Right, here's a Daimler SP250, sometimes known as darts, but they couldn't sell them in America as darts because I think Chrysler had that copyright. And here's a 2.5 litre V8 made by, well, designed by Edward Turner. Twin SUs on there as well. And the way they're set out, I think, is how they would have set them out on the Rover V8 much later.
Yep, very similar.
Sort of an angle.
Yep. The left hand one feeds the right hand bank, and the right hand one feeds the left hand bank.
I wasn't expecting that.
Pretty genius design, actually.
Yeah.
I think I've seen one of those in a dragster, actually. Robin Reed Racing.
Yeah. 200 mile an hour he's got out of his now.
Yeah, because he was actually at Bexhill 100 show last year that I went to.
Quite likely. Yeah.
Obviously, I managed to video it, and so did one of the higher ups within the club did.
Yeah.
Let me just trying to organise over here because I know, because I'm actually a card carrying member of their lot as well.
You are.
Yeah. I haven't got a classic car. It's just to show my support, really.
Yes, it doesn't matter, does it? As long as you still like them, that's the thing.
Well, this is one of my favourites. Got the Americans, and then this could have been they could have developed that engine a bit further, and it would have been probably not a British muscle car, but it would have made a great sports car engine for, say.
Yeah.
Imagine what they could have done.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Lyons had other ideas because he thought it was going to interfere with his E-Type production, so he got rid of it.
Not sure it would have gone in an E-Type though. I'm not sure.
No, but
would have been nice.
Itself, the SP250 was likely to damage his E-Type sales, so he scrapped it, which was a terrible shame. They used the engine in Mark II.
Yeah, you sort of wonder about how many mistakes there were made back.
Plenty. Yeah.
And then they decide to put the whole lot into something called British Leyland.
Yes. What happened to that?
Well, who's big? What is Britain's biggest car manufacturer now? Don't know.
No.
Well, probably Morgan.
Well, probably the most popular, yeah. But little else exists.
Imagine that in a Morgan, can't you?
Yeah.
If the engine had been available as a crate motor.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, in the dragster is interesting. I think they start on petrol and then they have to switch it to nitro afterwards when it warms up.
Yeah, it's a proper monster, that one. But yeah, he just.
Yeah, Robin Reed, that one.
Yeah. But last year he topped 200 mile an hour on the standing quarter.
Yeah, because I think I was chatting with some random person and various others and him. And we mentioning, yeah, I've been up to the pod. Well, for here it'd be, well, it's still up to the pod. Yeah, my geography is terrible.
Right. Yeah, it is up to the pod. Yeah.
Now, I've been there 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
Want to go again.
Oh yeah. It's,
a mate of mine saying, "Oh, you're not going to go again, are you?" I go, "I haven't got it out of my system yet."
No, it's a sight to behold. Yeah.
So I don't know what racing Robin Reed does.
That's all he races. That's his business.
Don't know what sort of, what events he goes to.
Well, no, it's drag racing only because that's what the car is built for. But yeah. But his latest exploit, I think, because those engines run without a cooling system.
Okay.
And typically there's enough water in it to get from one end of the straight to the other. But he found that it was a better idea to fill it with concrete. So that engine's now full of concrete, which absorbs the heat better than water does.
Oh, so there is a logic behind it, because I wouldn't have thought of doing it.
No.
I must admit.
You thought there'd be a weight penalty, wouldn't you?
And also, doesn't concrete kick out heat?
Only after it's kind of cooked. But yeah, but it absorbs the heat quite nicely apparently until it cools down again.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a good idea. But yeah, a bit drastic, isn't it?
It is actually. I wouldn't have thought of doing it. Oh well. Nice. I'm going to see if I can see a few more cars while I'm here.
There's another SP250 up the road, I think.
Yep, I'll have a look in a minute. You're welcome. Here's a Porsche 928.
I'm kind of looking at this.
I would have come with a. I think that looks. Would have come with a 4.7, but I think they've expanded them out. Here's a Mini. What's this one here? That looks like a Ford Consul Capri.
Yes, but with her understanding and being used as a training exercise for her to understand what are the metrics, numbers.
Peugeot. There's a Peugeot. And this one. Yeah, 406 this one. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Renault 5 GT Turbo, always wanted to see one of these and now I have. Well done me. 1.4 turbo. Went like a well-oiled rocket it did. To my right is an MG Midget Mark III. The Mark IV Austin Healey Sprites look like that in the end, but they're only as a Mark IVs. This is a Volkswagen Transporter.
Oh, Renault 5, I love it.
Porsche 911. Oh, BMW M3 drop top. Let's have a little look. Let's get past. Porsche 911 is sort of fetching chocolate colour. If I remember. Oh, what's this? That's a Bristol. Looks like a 40 something. Yeah, it's a Bristol. I think it's a 4. Is it 402, 403? So I've just got a Chevrolet Corvette C1 generation. And if we have a look, proper Chevrolet in there. Twin Hollies. And here we see a Ford, I think it looks like a Ford Model A. Is it Model A? Looks like someone's thrown a V6 into that one. Ford Mustang Coupe, 289 cubic inch. We have a look in there.
Hello.
Next to a Boss 302 Ford Mustang Fastback from 1973. That one. Talbot camper van. Volkswagen Golf drop top, 1988. What's this here? That's it's a Ford 1 ton lorry. Triumph TR6, and if we have a look in here, which 6-cylinder is this? Is it the PI? It is the PI.
It is.
Because I think I've seen 1 or 2 with carburetors, and I've seen 1 or 2 with
80%
the PI.
of TRs were sent to America, and they all had carburetors. All the British ones had this fuel injection from Lucas.
Yeah, it's mechanical fuel injection, or was it?
It's
There's
mechanical.
some sort of mechanical.
Yeah. And I've changed the fuel pump since to a Bosch higher pressure. This works like a charm. I should never have said that. Sorry you didn't hear it.
Yeah, that is the thing about cars. They might want to.
Well, I bought this in October, and I thought somebody spent so much money. There couldn't be anything else that needs doing wrong.
And then, yeah, because I could say something about not modern Vauxhalls, but Vauxhalls sort of towards the end of GM's ownership of them, where it's the sensors. It likes to throw up little sensor problems. Yeah, I've changed one.
Yes.
Some are all right to do, like the radiator to coolant temperature sensor is quite an easy one to do, as long as you're prepared to not do it when it's warm. You have to let it cool down first. Never ever touch a cooling system when it's warm.
Yes.
You only warm it up when you've fitted a new part. You have to let it circulate and then you top up, but only once it's cooled down again. Or you just fill the absolute nuts off it and just hope for the best, or fill it a bit later. Yeah, I've replaced about 3 different bits. Bit of hose, expansion tank because I managed to crack it, and the coolant temperature sensor. They're easy enough to do as long as you put the clip in properly. Otherwise you're peeing coolant all over Tesco's car park.
Indeed.
And you have to fix it, and you've got a load of shopping to take home. But yeah, it's interesting to see the PIs actually. Very interesting.
This is the first production car with fuel injection system.
Yeah, Triumph did some pretty advanced stuff.
They were amazing considering their size.
Yeah, because I think the Dolomite Sprint was the first to have 16 valves on a production car and alloy wheels. Yeah, nice to meet you, by the way.
And you, thank you.
You're welcome. Right, if we look, oh, what's this? What's going on? Oh, this is a BMW 8 Series. Don't know which one it is, so I'm going to have a little look. Actually, I need to take a closer look. Is this the 840? So it's the V8 one, not the V12. The 850 would have been V12. Sorry, I just got to. Here's a BMW. I don't know which series this one is. 7 Series, I think. Next to a Golf. Actually, I've just spotted some classics on the other side, but I'm going to have a quick look. Let the people go past. Here's a Jaguar, I think it's an X-Type. And it's a supercharged one next to a couple of Land Rover Defenders, which is nice. And now if I go back across, here's the GTI 16 valve. It's a Mark 2 or Mark 3, I'm not sure. I don't know how many marks they've done. I keep forgetting.
Yes,
Oh, what's this?
sorry.
Oh no, this looks like a Triumph Herald. Well, why does it look like a Mark II and have 16 valve written on it? Obviously the other blokes are up it. Couple of Aston. There's an Aston Martin. Let's see which one this one is. Looks like a It's a Vantage, that one. There's a Jaguar 4.2 XK8, and next to my right is a Sunbeam Tiger, which is based on the Sunbeam Alpine, but they stuck a Ford V8 in it. There's a couple of things over there. Oh, what's this? Ferrari 360 GTB.
1976.
There's a quad bike and a mini pickup there. That's a couple of cars there. If we go down here, we see another Jaguar. So Jaguar X-Type again. There's some more cars over here. Obviously there's a party going on over here. I'm not here for that. Vauxhall Cavalier drop top. Triumph Stag here. Look. Oh, that's what it is. Here's a Mach 1. Just let him get out of the way. Here's a Mach 1 428 Cobra jet. Here's a Pontiac GTO, and that one, yeah, this is a Pontiac GTO. That one's, yeah, look at that.
Tony yesterday.
Here's a Daimler. Next to another Jaguar X-Type, is it X-Type? Here's a Austin Cambridge. I think it's a Cambridge. Let's get the shape of it. Well, either the Wally was wrong or someone has put a different badge on it. Was there ever a GTI 16 valve in 1987? Here's a Triumph Stag, and hopefully we get to see the example of a Triumph V8 here. There it is. Note how the carburetors are set at an angle and not straight down. Right, there's a Ford Zephyr 6. Ford Zephyr 6, and guess what's under the bonnet? Look at that all day, but I haven't got time. Here's a Lotus Cortina. Note Lotus engine. Here's a Lotus Cortina anyway. Next to a Ford Capri, it says Mark 1. Jaguar XJS, and there's a Rover 110 here, so it's a P4. Probably a P4. There's a Renault Clio here. Which one is that? Sport. Lexus. Austin 12.4. Playing music. Don't know what that is. That says Exocet on it. Oh, can't get past. Another Daimler SP250. Note the Edward Turner designed engine. Oh.